The mother of the mass murderer in Oregon. CNN has learned through tens of thousands of postings she put online that she shared a love of guns with her son, the 26-year-old man who killed 9 people and then himself last Thursday. In one posting 3 years ago under the screen name Tweety Bird, his mother wrote, quote, "I keep 2 full mags in my Glock case, and the ARs and AKs all have loaded mags. No one will be, quote, dropping by my house uninvited without acknowledgement." Not only did this mother know of her son's guns, even taking pride in his gun expertise, but she also reportedly knew he had mental health issues. In fact, a friend told the New York Times that the mother, a nurse, revealed she had put her son in a psychiatric hospital. Quote, "She said that my son is a real big problem of mine. He has some psychological problems. Sometimes he takes his medications, sometimes he doesn't. And that's where the big problem is, when he doesn't take his medication." I'm going to turn now to CNN's Evan Perez for more on this. Evan, what more are we learning about these online postings from the mother?
Well, Pamela, on these postings, she also talked about her and apparently her sons suffering from or being afflicted by Asperger's syndrome. And we can put up on the screen one of her postings. It says, "Asperger's syndrome is a high-functioning form of autism. At last check, 10 to 12 in 10,000 will be diagnosed with some form of autism, and I'm very familiar with it. My son has Asperger's. He's no babbling idiot, nor is his life worthless. He's very intelligent, is working on a career in filmmaking. My 18 years worth of experience with and knowledge about Asperger's syndrome is paying off." So it's something that she wanted to discuss. You know, it should be clear also, though, that a lot of people are also dealing with autism, and they don't carry out things like this. So we should not be making any kind of link between those two things.
And in the other cases we've seen, usually there's another underlying condition.
Right. Exactly.
The mom, though, she's been pretty quiet after the shooting. Has she responded to these new details?
She has not. We've reached out and we've not heard back. We do know that she has talked to the investigators and has given them a full account of what she was dealing with her son, but she's yet to speak out publicly, unlike her former husband.
He had all these guns in the house. What do you make of that?
Well, it seems she learned absolutely nothing from Nancy Lanza and the Newtown massacre, because the parallels are uncanny. Nancy Lanza did the exact same thing. Her son had the same diagnosis. But what you end up with very often of parents who have these children who are on the autism spectrum is they get their parental blinders on. They think they know that child better than anyone. They don't want to listen to doctors. And in this case, she's a nurse, and a little knowledge is perhaps a dangerous thing. She says that she suffers from some form of Asperger's. So she, of course, is the expert based on her personal knowledge, and no one can tell her anything about her son. Now, she said she didn't let her child out of that hospital until the doctor's orders to let him out. But the question is, how did he get the guns? Why did she provide him with guns? And more importantly, if she knows he doesn't take his medication, any common sense person, any mother should say guns do not belong in this house.
There really does seem a lot of parallels here between this and the Adam Lanza, the Newtown shooter. Kelly, but the fact is, this shooter was 26 years old.
Yes.
So how much responsibility does the mother have in this case, though?
I know. We started a conversation really with parents now about how responsible should parents be, especially for what their adult children do. I think it's making sure parents are looking at the warning signs all along. Again, we're talking about Asperger's, no link we know to violence, but was he angry? Was he alienated? Was he isolated? Was he disenfranchised? Was he
based on the writings that he handed over, he was.
He was. Was he showing some rage? Was he putting some rage online? Was his mother aware of that? If she happened to be aware of that, then light bulbs should have gone off to not surround her son with guns. She might think in her head he wouldn't do anything, but maybe if she looks at that writing, she might think differently and think, if he's so angry, could he end up hurting someone else or hurt himself? I think that's a conversation parents are starting to have.